In this video, I will discuss about chi-square test. Chi-square test is a non-parametric test. The chi-square describes the magnitude of discrepancies between the theory and observation. The formula for chi-square statistics is like that: f0 minus f square plus fe. What is FO? FO means observed value and FE means expected value. Okay. There are certain assumptions or conditions for running chi-square test. The sample observation must be independent to each other. There will be independent variable. That is, x, if there are two variables x and y, x does not depend on y and y does not depend on x. The sample data must be drawn at random from the population. The sample under study must be large. The total cell frequencies not less than 50. Okay. The data should be expressed in original units and not in percentage or ratio form. There should be no less than 5 observation in any cell. Okay. Now we are moving on to the sum. A dice is thrown 120 times and the following results were obtained. Look at the question, and the following results were obtained. Face 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very easy. Die means when we are playing a Ludo, how many options are there? There are 6 options. Either it may be put 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5, 6. And frequency, look at there, 20. That means 20 times the outcome came out as 1. 18 times the outcome came out as 2. Like this, if you add this 20 plus 18 plus 22 plus 30 plus 16 plus 14, you found that the value is 120. And the chi-square value, as it is not given question, I have collected from the T table. The chi-square value at 5% level at degrees of freedom 5, it is 11.07. Okay, fine. Again I am telling, if you look at the question, there are different observation out of 20. 1 came out 20, 3 came out 22, 4 came out 30. So somebody can say that there is something has been done in the dice, so that we found that the result of 4 came out several times, so the dice is biased. No, we cannot say in this way. Look at the question, look at the answer. Sorry, null hypothesis, what we have assumed? Die is unbiased. Okay, what we have assumed? Die is unbiased. Automatically the alternative hypothesis will be the die will be a biased one. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is FO? What we have observed. FO means what we have observed. They have just simply, we have just written what we have observed. 1 came out 20 times, 2 came out 18 times, 3 came out 20. That's why it is FO. Means observed. FE, what is FE? Expected frequency. Very easy. Now look at the in terms of expected, how many times they have thrown it? 120 times. And what is the probability of each outcome? If we look in this way, in terms of probability, the probability of each outcome is 1 by 6. Why? As we know, the probability formula is small n by divided by big N. Small n means the probable outcome and big N means the total outcome. How many observations? 6. And out of this, 1 may come out as result. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why it is 1 by 6. That's why 1 by 6 should be multiplied by 120. That means the result is 20. So what will be the, in terms of mathematically, this is known as expected frequency. Mathematically it must be equal in all the cases. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. All the 6 cases. What is the next one we have done? FO minus FE. Simply nothing. 20 minus 20 0, 18 minus 20 minus 2, 22 minus 22. Likewise, we have calculated the value of all the values in the columns. What is the next column? FO minus FE square. It is also nothing. 0 square 0 minus 2 square 4, 2 square 4, 10 square 100 minus 4 square 16 minus 6 square 36. What is the last column? FO minus FE square by FE. FO minus FE square by FE. Okay. Now what is FO minus FE square on the first column? 0 divided by 0 divided by FE. What is FE? What is FE? 20. 0 divided by 20. What will be the next one? 4 divided by 20. 4 divided by 20. 100 divided by 20. 16 divided by 20. 36 divided by 20. And the result came out as total result. If we add the value of this figure, value of all this figure in this column, it came out as 8. Now that means 8 is the calculated value. And what is the tabulated value? 11.07. We have explained several times. If the calculated value is greater than the tabulated value, then the null hypothesis is rejected. Otherwise, it will be accepted. So what happened there? The calculated value is less than the tabulated value. So null hypothesis will be accepted. And we conclude that the die is an unbiased one. Again I am telling, what we know, if the calculated value is greater than the tabulated value, then null hypothesis is rejected. But here the calculated value is less than the tabulated value, so null hypothesis will be accepted, and we conclude that the die is an unbiased one. Okay, fine. In the next question, 4 identical coins are tossed 240 times and the number of heads appeared in each time is given below. Heads 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Look at the earlier question, it is just slightly different. Earlier a dice was thrown 120 times. But here look at the question. 4 identical coins are tossed 240 times. That means earlier coin was only 1, but right now the coin is 4. It is slightly different sum. Okay. But our approach will be the same one. In first one, look at the question, what happened? 4 coins. So number of heads, outcome, it may happen that you have thrown 4 times and in none of the occasions the head came out as a result. That's why the result is 0. Okay. Head may came out as 1 time, head may came out for second time, for total 4 times, 0 to 4, and the total outcome is 18, 40, 180, 100, 52, 20. If you add this, it is 240. But here again our approach will be the same. We should assume that the coin is unbiased one. Automatically alternative hypothesis will be the coin is an biased one. But here as the 4 identical coins, that's why it is slightly different. We have to calculate the value in terms of binomial distribution. What is binomial distribution? NCR into P to the power n minus R into Q to the power R. Again I am telling, we have to, as the coins are tossed, 4 identical coins are tossed, so this sum is slightly different from the earlier one. Here we have to assume, we have to calculate the probability in terms of binomial distribution. What is the formula? NCR P to the power n minus R Q to the power R. Don't be nervous. 4CR. Okay. In the first case, what will be the 4CR? R means we should assume it as 4CR. R will be starting from 0 to 4. 4C0, 4C1, 4C2, 4C3, 4C4. Okay, don't be nervous. And it should be again multiplied by 240. Why it should be multiplied by 240? As the total number outcomes is 240. Okay, and these 4 is actually indicating 4 coins. Again I am telling. Then ultimately the formula came out as, listen, or you can write down in your exercise book. Write down, better you should write down, 240 into 4C0 into half to the power 4 minus 0, that is 4, into half to the power 0. I am telling you slowly and silently. 240 into 4C0 into half to the power 4 minus 0, that means 4, and half to the power 0. As we know, half to the power 0, anything to the power 0 means 1. We have to calculate the value of 4C0. 4C0. Okay. In this way, 4C1, 4C2, 4C3, 4C4 you have to calculate. Okay, and the calculated value will be your expected value. Again I am telling, suppose I am giving the example of 4C3. 240 into 4C3 into half to the power 4 minus 3 into half to the power 3. Okay, understood. One important thing you must remember, in all the cases it should be half to the power 4. Okay, in all the cases it will be half to the power 4. Now just they are putting the value of FE. Again I am telling, what is half? Half means P and another half means Q. As I told you earlier, P means success, Q means failure. When we are tossing a coin, whether it is head or tail, it cannot, the result cannot be less than or more than half. Why? Because out of two outcomes, there will be either head or tail. That's why 1 by 2, small n by big N. Small n is 1, big N is 2. Out of total outcome, only one outcome will come. Now just we are putting in the same way F0. F0 means what is given in the question, and FE actually they have calculated. We have calculated. FE value has been calculated. FE value has been calculated, but it is not shown in the books. But student, I am telling you, you should write down again in this way. 240 into 4C0 into half to the power 4 minus 0 into half to the power 4. Next one, you write down 240 into 4C1 into half to the power 4 minus 1 into half to the power 1. 240 into 4C2 into half to the power 4 minus 2 into half to the power 2. In the same way they have done up to 4C4. Okay, they have calculated the value. Then F0 minus FE, what we have done? Lastly, what we have done? F0 minus FE square. Earlier it was done in a vertical form, but here we have done, they have done it in a horizontal form. Don't be nervous. And what will be the last column? Tell me, last column what I have done? F0 minus FE square by FE. F0 minus FE square we have calculated 9 divided by FE, 9 divided by 15. Next 400 divided by 60. Next 400 divided by 90. Next 64 by 60. 64 by 64. Next one is F0 minus FE square. Next one is yes, 64 by 60. Next one is 25 by 15. what we have got? The value came out as 14.45. okay, the value came out as 14.45 and the tabulated, this is the calculated value. okay, however the 14.45 observed value, this is as less than the tabulated value. Tabulated value, it is actually 9.49. tabulated value is 9.49. so the calculated value is greater than the tabulated value 9. So we reject the null hypothesis and conclude that the coin is not an unbiased one, or we can conclude that in this way the coin is a biased one. Hope you have understood the sum, and better you should calculate this portion in your own hand. That portion means probability, calculation of probability in terms of binomial theorem. Again I am telling 240 into 4c0 into half to the power 4 minus 0 into half to the power 0. In this way you have to calculate it up to 4c4. okay, fine.